Onyo intensifies. BuZZfeed says most cash and cash equivalents were held at the Silicon Valley Bank. Oh, BuZZfeed kun. Demo BuZZfeed. How is this possible? How is it possible? Couldn't happen to a nicer company. It's okay, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of readers that will support them financially. Apparently they don't, because BuzzFeed is part of the more progressive mentality where if you're a publication, you're not beholden to your readers. No, you're beholden to the advertisers. Which, by the way, is a strategy that works when there's a lot of money and there's a lot of people willing to advertise. But unfortunately, when times are tough, apparently you get a 27% decline in ad revenue. A decline that YouTubers experience as well, but the difference between YouTubers and BuzzFeed is that YouTubers actually care about their subscribers, right? I wouldn't go around and call you guys misogynistic, transphobic, sexist, racist, start clickbaiting like there's no tomorrow. I wouldn't do that because I respect you. Look at me, okay? Look at me. I respect you, okay? Like, I give you respecto. And because I give you respecto, some of you, not all of you, a few of you actually, probably 1%, give me money. And because of that, I'm not beholden to the advertisers like BuzzFeed is. Because that's what happens when you care about your readers. And that's what happens when you treat your readers with respecto and you don't clickbait and you don't call them names. But BuzzFeed didn't do that. They wrote prestigious articles like gamers are dead, insulting gamers, attacking gamers. And yeah, it is what it is. I mean, they're the ones that done this. Now, they decided to be ethically investors. Yes, a corporation is ethical, right? Like, they care about the environment. They care about Mother Gaia while having servers, which produce CO2. Yeah, makes sense. So, because they decided to ethically invest, now they're probably going to go ethically bankrupt. Depending on how they made their portfolio at the bank, they may or may not get a bailout. Honestly, it would be horrible if the poor farmers of the United States, or, even worse, like the gamers of the United States that BuzzFeed dislikes, the racist, the misogynistic pigs from the United States, which, pay taxes, and they would have that taxpayer money go to BuzzFeed. Like, I don't know how they would sleep at night. But, yeah, I mean, that would be a bad thing to happen. It may be probable, though, because apparently the government is trying to bail out the people at SVB, not the investors, but the depositors. At least it's better than if they were to give money to the investors, but it's still bad, right? I mean, when you put money in your bank, it should be a risk. People should not trust the banks as they do today. The fewer people that would put their money in the banks, I think the better. Because there might be the central banking digital currency, right? Like, if everyone has money to the banks, why don't give the banks the ability to give you funny money? Well, it's a topic for another day. But yeah, like back in the day when my grandmother was in diapers, not everyone had money in the bank. Like, that was an option. You could survive without having any bank transfer in your life. But now things have moved to the level where they are. And I do think that it would be a good idea if not everybody had money in the bank. Like, some people should use cash. Cash is sacred. So yeah, like, this should have been a lesson. But unfortunately, it's not, because the US government is trying to bail out these people. Whatever, right? I don't know if BuzzFeed is going to get bailed out or not. But what I do know is that they're suffering. And someone said, it's like, well, V, it's not the bank's fault for being woke. It's not BuzzFeed's fault for investing and depositing money at the bank. Look, I don't care how they're losing money. I genuinely don't. Like, these companies are pushing a culture that I disagree with, are pushing a culture that is insulting the communities I'm in, is pushing division and fostering hate in a lot of communities that I've been involved. I have seen communities being destroyed because of the articles that these corporations have pushed. They advocate for censorship and cancel culture, right? Like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to cry that they're having financial issues? Do you think they would cry if I was to have financial issues? Like, if I was struggling financially, do you think BuzzFeed would give a shit? No. So if they don't, why should I care? I'm not the one that created this problem. I'm not the one that created these woes. I'm not the one that told them to ethically invest, right? again, it's not the ethically investment that's the problem. But if they wouldn't ethically invest, perhaps they would have had their money at a different bank, and they wouldn't have the issues that they're having now. And I want to show you something hilarious, right? So, when you go to the comment section, like this is Yahoo Finance. And when you go to the comment section, you get to see one comment by Harry C. 4 hours ago. I guess karma really is a witch. And that's it. That's it. That's the comment. One comment, right? Like, it goes to show that the opposite of love is not hate, right? Love and hate are actually very similar because they require passion. You require to be passionate about something in order to hate. BuZZfeed doesn't even get hate. It gets indifference. No one gives a shit. No one cares. That's the whole problem with BuZZfeed, right? Like, they have alienated their readers. Had they been a publication which still had readers, surely they could have asked for donations. I mean, there are many websites on the internet where you can donate. You can help them out if they are in a pinch. BuZZfeed is not one of them. They don't have readers. They're a click farm. And same with a lot of other publications, like, for example, Kotaku, Polygon. Obviously, you know, the whole blame is not on them because I'm looking at the entertainment industry. It's fucking dead. I mean, what games are coming out this month? There used to be a time when there were like 3 or 4 games coming out this month. Almost nothing to talk about. Did you notice that? Like, I'm dealing with this shit. There's almost nothing to talk about. You have to make drama in order to have like some controversy going on. But other than that, yeah, like very few video games, very few original things. YouTube, of course, is taking away a big slice from the pie. I mean, but that's, again, the video game journalist's fault. That if a new video game comes out, I would rather watch Arch Warhammer's channel than to read Kotaku. I mean, I haven't opened a gaming outlet in years, actually. I don't, and the last one that I opened was probably GameSpot, because it had a calendar which showed you which games are coming for which consoles. And I was interested in seeing that, but now I can just ask ChatGPT. I don't even have, or I go to Bing. So yeah, I mean, they're completely useless. It's, video game journalists are over. You don't need that. They're not your targeted audience anymore. BuZZfeed, by the way, I'm pretty sure it would have gone down the shitter sooner or later, but it may happen sooner rather than later. And the way they say it, and that's a good thing, right? Am I journalizing now if I say it? And that's a good thing? Probably. Anyway, right. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.